Rajanga, Rajanga Mahine Yashul Varadi.
Did you catch that? Did you see what she did with the musical phrasing and the melody? It's impossible unless you know how to sing and dance to be able to create that subtext. There was a text that was happening with the melodic use that she was using with the raga. I don't know how to sing. That's not why I was silent. If you were wondering, why is she suddenly silent? She's not speaking. She's not saying anything in front of this guru. Well, it was the classroom. She's the guru, and at that time I still didn't know her that well, so I kind of kept quiet. But it was also because I realized here I was in the presence of this amazing guru who was teaching me and bringing back the history of the Devadasis in the classroom. So I wanted to hear it again. So I asked her, could you repeat that?
Rajanga Mahine Yashul Varadi. Priya, this is a 19th century poem, and yet pretty much every idea expressed is relevant even to this day. Gossiping, poking one's nose into others' affairs. But there's only this line that really stumps me. Rajanga Mahine Yar Shulvarani. If I were royalty, would anybody dare utter a word about me? That's not true today, right? Nobody is free from being the butt of gossip in this world. So, how do we interpret this to be relevant? How about if we say, Rajanga Mahine Yashul Varadi. Rajanga Mahine Yashul Varadi. They gossip incessantly only because I'm a woman, isn't it?
I said, thank you, namaste. And I made my way out of the classroom. My butt was hurting. I'd been sitting there for 3 hours. It was supposed to be a 1-hour class. And Ramya had been very, very generous to give me the 3-hour time period without my asking. I was now going to get caught in LA traffic, and I really didn't know how I was going to make it back in time. But I thanked her again, and I left the classroom to quickly also write down the notes before I forgot.
Or my mother would. So it was kind of out of my realm. But then at some point I had to take over and deal with him and whatever issues he had with me, or vice versa.
When you were trying to break away.
Not break away, but do my own, have the freedom to also do my thing, and not necessarily do everything only under his guidance, you know. And I think it was important, and I'm glad that I had people who were not emotionally involved with it to guide me and advise me, so that even if I broke away, so to speak, it would be gracious and it would be cordial, and that it would be open. It would be an open relationship without having necessarily to turn our backs to each other and say we're never going to talk to each other again. And I'm really glad that when he passed away, he went with good feelings, with with best wishes, goodwill in his heart for me. And I think, as we were talking yesterday about how they didn't talk to you directly about whether what they thought of you, whether you were good, bad, or indifferent, I think there were subtle ways that I came to know about what he thought about me and my work. And for instance, even after his passing, the positive way that his family, his daughter, and his wife.
Namaskaram and welcome to this evening's performance, Dancing Haldi Kumkum at the Corso by Priya Srinivasan, my friend, and myself. This journey began 20 years ago in 1995 when we first met and started our conversations, explorations, experiments, and performances. Priya has urged me over the years to recall my own history, the history of the form that I perform and teach, and also the stories of my relationship with my gurus and the dance form over the years. We hope you will enjoy it. Dancing Haldi Kumkum.
I think I need to help her now.
I'm an artist.
Will that work?
Marachitivo o nasami, Marachitivo o nasami, Marachitivo o nasami. How can we forget Rukmani Devi, the mother of modern Bharatanatyam?
Did you forget me, my lord?
We must remember Anna Pavlova, who inspired Rukmani Devi to go and research and find the dance traditions in her own country.
Surely you didn't forget how we met.
How can we forget the Devadasis, who practiced and carried these dance traditions for centuries?
Did you forget we met under the banyan tree and we kissed?
We must remember that the sensuous and erotic Devadasi dance gave way to the new Bharatanatyam with spirituality and divinity.
How can you not remember? You came to my bed. Did you forget?
We have to acknowledge Ruth St. Denis, the mother of American modern dance, who was influenced by the Indian dancers and dance in the early part of the 20th century.
Do you not remember the tight embrace that we had?
And acknowledge the Nachwalis, who carried these traditions from the Indian soil to the American shores. The first Indian dancers in America. Namaste.
Well, there's our short presentation of what we've been working on for over 3 years. We've been here at the Corso for the last week, thanks to all the staff and Leo's kind invitation for us to continue working on a piece that we formed 3 years ago, based on the book that I wrote. The book is based on Ramya and also the larger histories of Indian dance. And the exchange between Indian dancers in India and also in North America, and contemporary and modern dancers. We can talk about that